we're talking about the various dimensions that exist, and so you're saying that there's this, which is in the game, and there's that, which is awareness. Is that right?
Awareness or pure observation.
Okay. And within the
and this and that is perfect terminology.
Right.
Nobody can close down or have ideas about that. They're being too vague.
Yeah, that's good. So talking about this, within this dimension, there are nine dimensions, right? Is that what you're saying?
Okay, so you can pattern and draw the lines any way you want, but a very typical way to pattern and draw the lines is with the 12 dimensions. 12 indicates a 13 or a beyond 12, we can just say.
Yeah.
That we don't really go ahead and number, we just think of it as the beyond.
Okay.
Okay, so a very typical way is to pattern in 12 dimensions. Dimension 1, 2, and 3, this is the beta brain wave territory where physical, what we could call 3D physical experience occurs.
Right, okay.
Dimension 4, 5, 6, the astral, this is the alpha brain wave territory. So we go from planetary in the third dimension and under to galactic.
Right.
In 6, 5, and 4. So this is where the ETs are.
In 4, 5, and 6.
Yes.
Is that where the people that have just died are?
That's different.
Okay.
That's a huge topic.
Okay. My flight's been delayed for an hour.
Do we want to go on to dimension? Oh, that's 555.
Yeah.
This is the Earth's number. We did that on perfect timing with this dialogue.
Okay, so hang on. So let's finish these dimensions. So we've got 4, 5, 6 are the astral, and then 7, 8, and 9 are what I knew as the mental planes.
Or the theta.
Theta.
Predominant brainwave territory.
Oh yeah, 4, 5, and 6 are the alpha. 6, 7, 8. Is that right? No, 7, 8, 9. Theta, and it's where you have no form.
These are non-visual realms.
Non-visual. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and you're still talking about this, not that.
Although there is a this and that. There is an in the game, and then there's awareness and pure observation of. So there's still a this side and a that side to every dimension.
Level.
Yes.
Right. Now, the afterlife realm is not part of that. Is that what you're saying?
We could call it a constraint pattern or constrained area within the astral territory.
A constrained area within it. Okay. I mean, I understand the 3 dimensions in the Earth plane because you've got 3 dimensions to create
unless
solid.
they've graduated. Let me say that. Unless they've graduated.
Okay.
Yeah, from a personal reality into true consensus territory. And then they're in the real astral, not the playground astral.
Okay. Would that count as another number of dimension? No, it's the same thing.
Same astral territory. It's a personal space within the astral. It's not a consensus space within the astral, unless they've graduated to that. If they're in a personal space, they'll only be them and other people that were like them in their last life experience. There won't be entities from other planets, for instance.
Oh yeah, sure, I get you.
Okay, but that is who occupies the real or actual astral.
It's a bit like the difference between a lucid dream and like those, when you're kind of in your space and then suddenly, you make a choice to go somewhere like, I don't know, your mum's house.
When I lucid dream, I'm not in a private space. So for me, lucid dream OBE is the same terminology.
Yeah.
So I'm in galactic space when I am in a lucid dream or an OBE.
If, for example, you'd had a dream and an octopus came and tapped you on the shoulder and asked you what the time was.
I don't dream like that. I never have.
Right, okay. But if someone did, and then
I'm not ever in personal space.
Okay. So that for you is
not
different.
when I come lucid.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm not lucid, but not once I come lucid.
Yeah. Okay. But if you became lucid and you realised you were dreaming, and then you're just having a dream about octopus.
Yeah, then the environment usually gives way.
Yeah.
Yeah. As soon as I become aware, the environment gives way.
Okay. Yeah. I got you. and that. So we've talked about this, but there's a this and that to every dimension,
Yes.
basically.
Or this is one way you could think on it
Yeah.
until the actual experience comes and you learn to word it in various other ways. And all the ways are fine.
Yeah, but this really, that really doesn't have dimensions, does it?
It has occupants that work to design and create
This.
the ride. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It has occupants. That's. So you're talking. The awareness space has occupants that are creating the game.
Mm-hmm. So, for instance, let's think about it in our own instances.
Yeah.
When you shift out of this body when it's time
Yeah.
into that,
Yeah.
you'll probably look a whole lot like this, and your consciousness will be
And
a
my
whole
shift-
lot like what it is right now for a while.
Right. Yeah.
It won't
Even
change
though
much.
it could.
But you'll be on that side in the same kind of
Will I,
consciousness.
or will I be on this side, but in dimensions 4, 5, and 6?
Not at first, probably.
Right. Not at first. But then I'm likely to shift back because it's what I know.
So, you're familiar with the term etheric.
Yes.
Okay. So, everywhere a harmonic, the dimensions are a harmonic. Dimension 1, 2, and 3 is a harmonic.
Okay.
Okay, we call it the physical.
Yeah.
Dimension 4, 5, 6 is a harmonic. We call it the astral.
Yeah.
So, every place a harmonic ends and another one begins,
Sure.
okay, where this physical or beta harmonic ends and the astral or alpha harmonic begins,
Got you.
there's a bleed over because they touch.
Of course. Yeah.
Right? And so there's this area that we call the etheric,
Right.
or the
Yeah.
extended physical, however you want to say.
That's
That's
between-
where most people will go. They'll go
Yeah.
into this bleed over
Okay.
area
Yeah.
between the two.
Right.
So you have to acclimate slowly. It can't happen all at once, or it would be a shock. The shock would make you lose consciousness. As soon as you lose consciousness, you're out of the game. You have to start again. You
Yeah.
have to start over again.
Yeah. Okay.
So the idea when you graduate or grow out is to retain consciousness. The moment you
Yeah.
lose consciousness, you got to go back, start over again, learn more, grow more. So when you,
falling asleep.
yeah, you're not allowed to fall asleep. As soon as you fall asleep, you fall back into what we could call the more narrow or lesser realms. Okay, so the whole idea is to remain
Conscious. That's
remain
what
conscious.
the Buddhists
You gotta
teach.
remain conscious through the entire shift. Yeah. And so that's what we're all in training for in
Yeah.
body right now here on the planet.
Right. Okay. But just to go back to that section where there's awareness, that just infinitely is all the time, which is infinite, obviously, everywhere. So
Now that space is what it is, but what I'm saying is you are in your level of consciousness in that space.
okay,
Okay.
but I am that really.
You're this and that,
Yeah.
but like right now you're in this.
But
and
this
you're not really
isn't
so
real, really.
You're
is
not
it?
really, but you're not really, we'll stay on point here for just one more minute. You're not really so much aware of what's happening over there.
No.
Okay, and that's because we're in a constraint pattern. When you do graduate, when you grow out of this body,
Yeah.
you'll go into this bleed over territory we call the etheric,
Yeah.
and you'll look pretty much similar here. Some people will go there and meet with you and let you know what's happening, and
Sure.
okay. So at that point, you're either ready to continue growing out in awareness,
Yeah.
or you're not ready, and you're wanting to go back into this.
Yes.
I don't know why people want to do that. Some people want to do
I
that.
don't know. This is fun. We're having fun. I like this. Okay.
Yeah, but you'll be in your own still 3D physical thinking self when you're there.
You don't think I can catch, like how you can lose.
It's like when I asked you when you first started going out body, and you said at first I was always in the house.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. You're not going to exceed beyond what you're ready to exceed.
Sure.
Yeah. And most people, when they first go out, aren't ready to go any further than the house.
Yeah.
Okay. And so it's gradual.
Okay.
Yeah. If it's too much too fast, you fall asleep, pass out,
Yeah.
shocked out of awareness.
Yeah.
And you have to start over again anyway. So
Yeah.
you don't want to go too
But
fast.
for example, the way I lucid dream or go into a out of body state is I sort of abseil down into sleep. So I slightly lose but then regain, slightly lose but regain, slightly lose and regain consciousness all the way down until I'm in that space, and I am conscious then. The difficult bit I have is just the first bit, because I've got lots of pain in my body, and if I don't let myself disappear a little bit, it distracts me, the staying awake conscious thing. So I'm wondering, can you do the same thing when you die? Or do you have to be completely aware the whole time? You can't catch yourself and then be like...
You won't be able to lose total awareness nowhere than it would be, because that is what it is in itself, right?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Okay. What you're talking about when you go in, you have to remember that when we talk about you, we're not just talking about the visual appearance of Kaz. We're talking about all that you are, and it's there to assist. And when you fall down, they're sort of what push you back into the awareness, and that will happen. And that's a great way to go down. But the thing is once you go into the space and find yourself, quote, out of body, you're still where usually?
Yeah.
The house or a familiar environment?
When I first come out, normally at first I'm in what I call the energetic these days. When I was younger, it felt like I was always on the physical, like purely the physical, and it was always very dark. These days I feel like I'm on the energetic duplicate, very similar, and then I'll go out the window and I usually
but it's your house. It's where you are
most of the time,
and that's what I mean when I say the same or similar thing will happen when you finally do it for definite.
Okay. I better get practicing then.
We all have got to get practicing.
Well, it's fun practicing, so
where should I look? Oh. Get practicing.
Yeah. Listen to Casey. Thank you for explaining that.
You're welcome.